And good evening, folks, and welcome to Brookville High School, here for a District 9 wrestling matchup between Johnsonburg and the Brookville Raiders. This is Brock Jordan here with my broadcast partner, Kenn Staub, and I'll tell you what, we're going to have a good one tonight. What do you think?
Yeah. On paper, it's kind of an interesting match because you have Johnsonburg loaded with juniors and seniors, and then you have Brookville loaded with freshmen and sophomores. So on paper, it looks like it could be a bit of a mismatch, but after watching what Brookville did to Port Allegheny over the last weekend at district duels, I think this match is up for grabs. One thing about Dave Klepfer's teams is they're always better at the end of the season than they are to start, just because of the coaching job he does with them.
Yeah, and we talked about this on the way up here. You say about how young of a team Brookville is. Brookville still took a lot of players or a lot of wrestlers to the District 9 matchups. They took some to the regional matchups last year, and they have a couple of those guys returning. So even though they're a young team, they're an experienced team, and you've seen, some of their freshmen even this year, they've stepped up into some big roles. So, and then Johnsonburg, like you said, they bring back a lot of experience, about 7 seniors on their roster today. It's going to be a matchup of, two different teams where, you get a feel for the one side of what's going to be coming through the next couple years, and, some of the guys, you've heard their name before. So.
And watching the junior high match tonight when Brookville wrestled Clearfield, there's a lot coming up that is definitely going to round out this team as these varsity guys gain experience. The new guys are going to be able to slot in nicely. I think this Brookville program, it's not the typical Raiders, that we see year after year. But I think this team is in its ascendancy, and I could see them going on one heck of a run coming up in the future.
Yeah, that's sort of a scary thing to hear about Brookville being maybe a down year, but still have a lot of talent. Because, when you look around the gym here, there is banner after banner of wrestling, just so much talent's come through this program. And you see, like you said, what they've done in the junior high system right now. Tons of guys there that performed well. So, and then against Clearfield, that's a big school to be competing against, especially at the junior high level. Come in here, they knock off Clearfield. So it's going to be an exciting few years for Brookville, and from what we see, at least for the next 5 or 6 years, it could be really exciting.
Yeah, and I give a lot of credit to the coaching here. The coaching here is simply excellent. Dave Klepfer, the head varsity coach, the junior high coaches, it's from top to bottom. And, unlike a lot of programs which change coaches year after year, Brookville's stayed pretty consistent with their coaching staff. It's funny, tonight they're going to honor the 2016 team, probably the greatest team in Brookville wrestling history. And Dave Klepfer was at the helm of that. 10 years later, he's still here. So I think, there's something to be said for that consistency in a program like this.
Well, and that's one of the best ways, to build a program top to bottom is keep coaching staffs, keep philosophies. You see it in football, you see it in basketball, you see it in baseball, you see it in wrestling, obviously. The more time a particular coach can work with guys through the system, the better they're going to understand each other, the better they're going to understand their coaching style, the better the coach is going to understand their wrestling style, and it really just becomes a match made in heaven.
And the one thing that, the casual observer might not notice is wrestling has changed. The style of wrestling's changed over the years. And, sometimes the worry is, will the coach change with it? Dave Klepfer has, and he's adapted to this changing style, where it's a lot more wide open offensively now than probably what it was 10 to 15 years ago, where it was a little bit slower, a little bit more defensive. I remember back in the day, you wanted distance between you and your opponent. Now you want that opponent right in on you because that's how you're going to score points. And you'll see that tonight. That's the way they'll wrestle.
Alrighty, so we're going to take a quick break here before they go out and honor the 2016 team. You are watching Luton's Plumbing and Heating Wrestling here, Brookville versus Johnsonburg at Brookville High School, and we will be right back.
Need reliable plumbing or heating services? Call Luton's Plumbing and Heating. Fast, friendly, and available 24/7. Call them at 814-226-8695.
Our focus has always been on you at Clarion County Community Bank. We're a full-service bank that offers the financial tools you need and the personal attention you deserve. You'll discover we're not just investing in our community, we're investing in you. Clarion County Community Bank.
Since 1946, we've delivered. From commercial to residential, we've got you covered. We proudly serve and support our local communities. Call 844-DO-BROOK or visit us online. Do-Brook, your trusted ready-mix concrete supplier.
For over 50 years, Carly Tire and Clarion has been keeping you rolling with quality tires for all your driving needs. And now, we're more than just tires. From state inspections to oil changes to brakes and total car care, Carly Tire is your one-stop shop to keep your vehicles safe and running smooth. Experience hometown service you can trust and quality you can count on. Carly Tire, the area's largest selection of tires. Stop in today and see why Clarion has trusted us for over 50 years.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Brookville High School. This is Brock Jordan here with Kenn Staub for Luton's Plumbing and Heating Wrestling. We have a big matchup tonight. Two District 9 teams, looking to make a late season run here with Brookville and Johnsonburg. Just getting ready here to honor the 2016 Brookville wrestling team. As Ken mentioned earlier, probably one of the best teams in this area that anyone's ever seen. Definitely, you said probably one of the best in Brookville's history.
Oh, yeah. That team, 2016, they won both the dual team championship and then they won the state dual team championship. They won the state tournament championship. Tate Orts was a state champion on that team. The next year, Gavin Park, who was on that team, was a state champion. I had the privilege of getting to know several of them as they came through the Clarion University program. Tate, Gavin, Caleb Hedrick was on that team. A lot of good wrestlers. Kate Park, just a solid team from top to bottom.
Alrighty, so it's looking like we're going to be getting ready for those festivities here. We're going to send it down to Mr. Osborne, the AD here at Brookville High School.
This time I would like to introduce local journalist and regular wrestling historian, Rich Rose. Good evening. At this time, I have your attention as we remember one of the most dominating District 9 seasons of all time in AD sport. From a 5-0 start at the Chiefs Kickoff Classic in Greenville to a 5-0 run at the Ultimate Duels in January that included Titanton to Burl, Chestnut Ridge, Greenville, and Reynolds to a 53-14 win over Red Bank Valley in the D9 Duels. The 2015-16 15-16 Raiders that season combined for an individual record of 387, 178 with 161 pins. They were only decked 28 times all season. At this time, we would like to introduce the Raiders roster and starting lineup. But first, the coaching staff, the assistants, Nick Deloya, Team USA wrestler Nick Stormer. And until the end of that 15-16 season, he was the all-time winningest Raider, Eli Morris. Also on that staff was Roland Rice. Going into tonight's match in his 22nd season overall and 21st full season, his career coaching mark stands at 350 and 153. He's the second all-time leading coach in wins in District 9 history. His teams have won 11 D9 league titles, 10 tournament titles, 1 regional title, the team has won the team titles in 16, a runner-up state finish, and 3 fourth-place school team finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, he's an 11-time D9 Coach of the Year and has coached 69 D9 champions, 26 regional champions, 6 state champions, and 43 state medalists. In 2016, he was named the PIAA Class 2A Coach of the Year, Coach K, Dave Westbrook. And with all those accomplishments, I would have to say that last Saturday at the end of the Port Allegheny match is about as fired up in a good way that we've seen him as he's working very hard with his young and promising 25-26 Brookville Raiders. And now, for your 2015-16 Raiders, those who are here, we will mention everybody who wrestled on that roster. First, some reserves who are not here tonight. Junior Mike Fercola. Junior Zach Gilbert. Junior Spencer Long. Junior Clayton Peace. And senior Logan Brush. With us tonight, sophomore Brody Joyner. Junior Josh Esecker. Senior Wyatt Schaefer. He was a regional qualifier and D9 runner-up his senior year, freshman Brayden Macbeth. He was a D9 runner-up as a junior, finished with 64 career wins. He was 10-5 as a freshman. Some like to call him the captain, freshman Cade Clark. We'd like to recognize those who aren't with us tonight and those who are no longer with us. The starting 220-pounder, second year as a starter, finished with a 30-13 record, D9 runner-up finish in a first of 2 trips to states as a junior. He went 41-7 and won his first of 2 District 9 titles, while also winning a 7th place medal. He finished with 123 wins. He passed away in 2024. 220-pound starter, sophomore Tyler Cook. Not here with us tonight at 106 in his second year as a varsity starter. He won the first of 2 career D9 titles while going on to finish second in regionals and winning the first of 2 state medals by finishing 5th and finishing with a 31-13 record. In just 3 varsity seasons, he compiled a career record of 85-29 at 106 junior Keelan Kunzelman. At 120, this sophomore finished his season with a 22-15 record, placing 4th in districts, qualifying for regionals for the second of 4 times as a senior. He won his first D9 title and completed his career with an even 100 wins. At 120, sophomore Kai Sorbin. current coach on the Raiders staff. Started at 138 as a senior. He finished 4th in the state and finished 37-7. His all-time record of 120-40. The two-time state qualifier was a D9 champion for the first time in 2016 and a regional runner-up. He's the coach, senior at 138, Cole Aaron. At 145, this sophomore finished his second year as a starter with a 30-12 record with an 8th place state medal after finishing second at district regionals. He won 2 D9 titles and 2 more state medals before graduating, including a 4th place medal as a senior. His final record, 127-38. At 145, sophomore Caleb Hetrick. At 170, his sophomore finished his second season as a starter with a 26-10 record, winning the first of his 3 D9 titles. He finished 6th at states as a junior, completed his career with 112 wins against 41 losses. Sophomore, 170 pounds, Xavier Molnar. His senior at 195 was the first-year starter. He finished with a 24-11 record. He was a District 9 runner-up. Senior, Dane Clever. This starter at 132 is responsible for 3 of the banners that are won by members of this team, including the state title team, as we mentioned. This senior was a second grader and the first since the program's first state champion, Chuck Yale, to run the table and go undefeated with 44 in a record, 23 pins. Prior to his senior year, he qualified for states 4 times, won 2 third-place state medals. During his run to the title at Hershey, he won a technical fall over Northern Lebanon's Trevor Leonard, a 5-3 win over Southern Columbia's Todd Main, a nail-biting 2-1 overtime tiebreaker win over Palisades' Jacob Foster, and in the finals, his 7-2 decision over Bishop McDevitt's John Pippa made him the program's 5th of what is now 9 state champions. Ladies and gentlemen, Brookville's all-time winningest wrestler with a record of 156-16, 3 state medals, 1 state title, 4 D9 titles, an NCAA national qualifier at Clarion. He's also the only Raider to win his prestigious Power 8 title. State champion, senior, Taylor Orris. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brookville Raiders state championship 29-0. Congratulations.
Alrighty, and while the guys down there get their pictures taken, get everything handled, we're going to take another quick break here. And when we come back, we're going to get ready for some District 9 wrestling here on exploreClarion.com.
If your truck's down, your business is too. Bauer Truck Repair gets you back on the road fast with expert service and 24/7 roadside assistance. Call 814-226-6023 or visit BauerTruckRepair.com.
Best of luck to all our area basketball teams from your one-stop car, truck, and SUV dealer, Clarion Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Visit us on Main Street in Clarion or start online at ClarionAuto.com.
Hi, my name is Jason and welcome to Sweet Basil. Come on in.
Legacy Archery in Brookville is your full-service bow shop, offering an indoor range, techno hunt video system, custom strings, and over 150 bows and crossbows and camo in stock. Whether you're new to archery or prepping for hunting season, Legacy has the gear and know-how to sharpen your skills.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here to Brookville High School. Here, this is Brock Jordan with Kenn Staub here. We're getting ready for our first exhibition bout of the night.
Yeah, they haven't identified who these folks are yet. I'm imagining the Johnsonburg wrestler is Rose Bowser.
That's another thing we were talking about on the way up. Get some numbers on the singlets or something.
Right.
Make everybody else's lives a little easier up here.
Okay, Rose is in on a single. Brookville wrestler coming around, gets the takedown.
This is Brooke Santora and Nathan Kramer, an exhibition match.
Okay, this is. Oh, Brooke Santoro, not Rose Bowser, and Nathan Kramer. Brooke Santoro is a senior. Nathan Kramer is a junior. 1-6 record. We don't have a record for Brooke. Right now, they're head-to-head. 3-1 match. It's kind of nice, the scoreboard you have on your screen, so you'll be able to follow the action.
Yep. I'll tell you one thing, that makes my life a lot easier.
Okay, going back to the center of the mat. A considerable size disadvantage, at least in terms of height. Kramer very much longer than Santoro. Santoro took the shot. Kramer was able to sort of hang back with his length and let her come in and then work on countering it. He gets the takedown there. Spins around. Under 3 seconds. Okay, Kramer will get the choice. He's going to defer. Santoro takes bottom. Okay, so Kramer's job, he'll be looking to break her down while Santoro will be looking to come up and out. Okay. Kramer right now in control of the situation. Santoro came up to a quad pod. Really didn't do anything with it. Okay, Kramer tried to tilt. Santoro rolled through. Still working, trying to get out. Okay, we're going to escape. 6-2. An immediate shot by Kramer. That's the way you want to do it. Continuous flow. Don't give your opponent a chance to get any breathing room. Again, she's in on a single leg. He counters with a headlock. Takes her down for 3 points. Now he's going to be working on the turn, trying to get the leverage. He's pushing off. She's fighting it so far. Couldn't work it, comes up with an escape. Doesn't let her get too far. Did they award the escape? Okay, there we have the escape. Again, she's in on a double leg. She's taken more shots than Kramer has. She's definitely been the aggressor in this match. She doesn't have the points to show for it because Kramer's able to counter her because of his length. Here he comes with another takedown.
And, we talked about that in the pregame, how, Brookville offensively just seems to really stay really aggressive, but right now the defensive end is on the showcase right now for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think Kramer with his length has the luxury of waiting for him to come to her or her to come to him, and then he can see what she's going to do and react to it just because of the height disadvantage. And looks like a little blood time.
And with that, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here with Luton's Plumbing and Heating Wrestling here on exploreClarion.com.
World-class transportation manufacturer Brookville Equipment is hiring night shift welders with a 12% pay differential. Monday through Thursday, lay out, assemble, and repair an array of projects using state-of-the-art welding technology, paid time off, and generous benefits. Join Brookville Equipment's dedicated team as a night shift welder. Use your skills and turn those blueprints into an American-made product. Apply online today.
Okay, as we're getting everything cleaned up here at Brookville High School, this is probably a good time to talk about, what we've seen from these two squads so far this season. Brookville coming in with a 7-11 record, 3-2 in league play. As you mentioned, just came off a huge win against Port Allegheny in the double-A duels over the weekend.
And Port Allegheny beat them, I don't want to say handily, but at the beginning of the season, Port Allegheny sort of put it to them. Brookville came back, and they actually reversed the decision on 3 matches, and that had a lot to do with them winning. I talked to Coach Klepfer prior to this match, and he was talking about the last match, which actually decided the contest, and how his emotions went back and forth. Oh, we're gonna win. We're gonna lose. And how that last match was such a roller coaster for him. Ultimately, his team got it done. It seems like he's a master with keeping the score in his head, knowing how many points we need, when we need those points, and then he can juggle his lineup to get the absolute best matchups for his guys. Okay, Kramer and Santoro is still working here. It was Santoro that was the bleeder. Blood a little easier to clean off the mat than what we saw last night at Central Clarion when one of the wrestlers threw up on the mat. That was a little bit more in-depth cleanup.
I think I would have had to look away from that one. Glad I wasn't there.
Well, if you go back and look at the stream from last night, you folks can see it, I'm sure. Okay, under a minute to go. Kramer has her in a front headlock. Going to try to work off of that there. Just comes around her. Another takedown for Kramer. Going to tilt out of bounds. As he did that tilt, he rolled Santoro out of bounds. If Kramer can get a tilt here, he'll go from major decision to tech fall. It'll give him a 15-point advantage. So I'm sure he's looking for the tilt or the pin. Santoro's going to try to get out of there. She doesn't want that to happen. Fighting for hand control right now. Almost out. Kramer stayed with her. Oh, nice. Didn't let her go, just kept the leg, kept control. He'll start the final 5 seconds on top. And there's the match. Okay, national anthem should be coming up, and then we'll get to meet the lineups.
All righty, we're going to send it back down to Mr. Osborne here for the starting lineups.
I'd like to take a minute to thank Johnsonburg for all their cooperation tonight during our recognition and celebration. Thank you very much, fellas. Here at Brookville, we encourage you to be loud and support your teams with inappropriate language. Racial comments or intimidating actions towards officials, athletes, or coaches will not be tolerated. The Raiders will be back here on first whistle for junior high will be at 6 o'clock. Also, at this time, I'd like to thank Rich Rhodes for the time and energy he put into researching all of our 2016 team. That was a lot, and made it special for our guys, so thank you, Rich. At this time, if everyone would please rise if you're able, and gentlemen, leave your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the wrestlers as they begin tonight. At 107 from Johnsonburg, Cole Goods. And from Brookville, Eli McCallison and Tyler Richards. At 114, Rose Bowser, Cody Householder. Charlie Horner, Isaac Castellon. 127, Mario Basilio and Parker McPhillip. At 133, Ian Ginter, and from Brookville, Leonard Guerrero and Gabe Hanna. 139, Joe Guzman, Cale Larson. At 145, Alex Fierro, Jimmy Graham. 152, Eli Morris, Weston McKinney. Neither team weighed in anyone in 160 and 172. Rocco Allegretto and Brady Ebert. At 189 for Johnsonburg, Xavier Stockman and Giovanni Guzman. And from Brookville, 189, Zach Phillips and 215, Luda Morano. And 285 from Brookville, Bobby Hack. Wrestling will start at 139.
Alrighty, so there is your starting lineups for tonight's match. A couple good matchups here coming in. So we're going to start out, I believe, he said the 139 weight class.
Yep, 139. That should be Cale Larson against Joe Guzman. Wait to see who they send out. Johnsonburg has a few holes up at the top end of their lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if one of their 189s moves up into the 215 pounds slot. Johnsonburg does have enough men to move people around, but there are some holes.
Just getting ready for action here. Want to thank everybody for joining in tonight. This is Brock Jordan here with Kenn Staub, getting ready for a big District 9 matchup between Johnsonburg and Brookville here at Brookville High School.
And it does look to be Larson and Guzman. I'll wait till we get the official word.
Guzman and Larson.
Okay, Guzman and Larson. Kale Larson is a freshman, 15-14 record. Joe Guzman is a junior, 9-16. So we're going to see freshman versus junior, young versus older, right off the bat. Oh, nice single leg to a trip for Larson. First takedown of the match. As I mentioned on the way over, I always like to see which team's getting the first takedowns of the match. Typically indicates who a little bit more aggressive.
And these teams, they want to come out. That first bout, that's probably one of the most important of the night. Build some momentum for your squad.
Yeah, you're definitely counting on those first few guys to get things rolling. It's easier to continue the momentum than having to build it if it's never started. Okay, Larson decided he'd be better off cutting it and going back on the attack from his feet. Head to head. Larson doing a nice job changing levels, up, down. You're seeing Guzman react slightly behind it. Okay, Larson with another takedown. Okay, he has a bar with a half in. He's going to try to leverage that. I always think of a can opener when they do this. Okay, doesn't have anything cross face. Short time. Okay, Guzman has choice. Guzman opts to go down. Okay, his job's to get out of there. Larson is to keep him there, to put him on his back. Okay, Larson breaking him down, trying to break him down. Guzman coming to his feet. Doesn't let Guzman away as Guzman came up, went to the leg. Guzman trying to get out of bounds, trying to get a stoppage in the action. That will do it as soon as his hand went to the gym floor. So far, Larson's been in total control of this match. Okay, he's going to let him up. Again, he's going to his feet. Thinks he'll have a better opportunity to make something happen from his feet. Guzman extended on a single leg shot. Larson with the leg. Going to try to pop his head. Far ankle now, just roll it over. It has to come around. As one of my radio partners likes to say, a little bit of spaghetti wrestling here. Getting a little funky right now.
Here with about 30 seconds left here in the second. Larson holds a 6-2 lead.
Okay, potentially dangerous. The referee didn't like what was happening to Guzman's knee. Larson or Guzman came in for a shot and just sort of petered out on his way in. It was like, okay, it seems like a good idea, and then as he got in, it just slowed it down. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, Larson opts to start third period on bottom. Guzman goes to put the legs in. Putting pressure across Larson's neck with his forearm. Guzman's, though, getting out of position. Notice how he's going high now. That leg slipped. Okay, potentially dangerous there, but as soon as Guzman's leg started to slip and he went up into the shoulder area, he was in trouble at that point.
Restarted here with about a minute and a half to go, with Larson with a 9-2 lead right now.
Larson tries to roll through it. Now he needs to turn in. He turns in. He'll get that reversal. Needs to free his leg. Once he frees that leg, there it is. 2-point reversal. Getting some back points. The referee's ready to signal 4 if this doesn't result in a pin. We were in major decision territory. Now Larson has to be thinking, if not a pin, a tech fall.
He has about 50 seconds left to make it happen.
Okay, Guzman with the reversal. Okay, taking an injury timeout. Larson leading this match 15-4 with just over 30 seconds remaining.
And with that, we're just going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with Luton's Plumbing and Heating, District 9 Wrestling on exploreClarion.com.
You can afford a gorgeous, custom-designed hardwood Kale's Kitchen for a lot less than you'd pay at a DIY store. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. At Kale's, there are never middleman markups or hidden charges that can add 40%. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. That's FactoryDirectKitchens.net.
Lung cancer screening has been shown to give people the best opportunity of beating lung cancer at a very early stage.
I'm Jane, and I received expert care here at Independence Health System.
Alrighty, right back to action here at Brookville High School. Larson back into the circle after they looked like they were working on the lower leg there.
Okay, Larson with the roll through. Guzman stuck with him. Now Guzman tried to reposition, tried to roll Larson, but he got caught. He got caught bad in that. Just gave up the reversal. Now he's definitely going to give up some back points, if not the pin. And there we get the pin. We're at 5:57. Gives Brookville a 6-0 lead. There were 3 seconds left in that bout.
And like you said, you know, once it got there to about, I think it was 15-4 or 11-4 at one point, you know, you said he probably had it in the back of his mind there, trying to get that decision going his way.
Okay, this is Alex Fierro for Johnsonburg and Jimmy Graham for Brookville. Fierro is a senior with an 8-9 record. Jimmy Graham, a freshman, 9-17. So again, we have an underclassman versus an upperclassman matchup.
We're going to see that a lot tonight, more than likely, with the youth of Brookville's team.
Yeah, and you know, if they're like Larson acquitted himself well, he got that got the win. Let's see if Graham can keep that momentum going. Right now, Graham just a little hand fighting. Sort of just sizing each other up, looking for openings. Fierro hands to the face. A couple times there.
Down to 50 seconds left here in the first with no scoring yet.
Bench screaming for Graham to go. Fierro leaving that leg open to attack. A lot of hand fighting, a lot of heavy slaps, for lack of a better word.
Here, 10 seconds left with no score here in the first still.
Fierro heavy on Larson's or Graham's neck. Okay, that should be Graham's choice. Graham takes bottom.
See here if Fierro tries to get a little more aggressive with it now.
You know, the way Fierro was coming in, it almost was like if Graham could have got some underhooks working, Graham or Fierro would have walked right into that. So it'd be interesting to see if when Graham gets to his feet, if Graham gets the escape, to see what happens in this next sequence. Fighting for hand control, there's a stall call on Fierro. He has to try to be returning him to the mat. The referee decided it was taking a little too long. So Fierro does have a stall call against him. You know, Graham works his way up, and then Fierro takes him right back to the mat. Fighting for hand control, again, back trip. Okay, and there we have a locked hands call against Fierro. They're going to give a point to Graham for the illegal hold. You cannot lock your hands in that position. Graham will start again on the bottom, under a minute. So far, Fierro hasn't done too bad of a job on top. He's stuck with Graham. Graham been fighting for hand control, trying to get out, but Fierro's been stuck to him. Trying to break him down, move his weight forward. Graham established a good base, going to try to sit out. Graham weight forward, trying to plant the head. Okay, Fierro does bring him back to the mat.
Fierro, 3 seconds left.
Yeah, Fierro just stymied everything that Graham threw at him. Fierro going to go bottom. An escape will tie this match up. Okay, let's see what Graham can do from the top. Fierro up. Graham with the mat return. He's going to want to try to break Fierro down. Knock Fierro off his base. Fierro sort of crawling towards the out of bounds area. And there we do go out of bounds. Okay, so Graham's mission will be to break him down and go from there.
Still 1-0 here in favor of Graham.
Fierro up, trying to get hand control. There's the escape. Tie match now. Graham has an underhook in there now. He tried to go from that underhook to the single. It was there. He has the leg up. Now he just needs to complete it. Nice move from the underhook to the single. He's got to get that arm free. Little close to the edge to convert it. Fierro dives in on the lower leg. Fierro's going to try to keep his hands on those ankles. Graham gets the takedown, or Fierro gets the takedown there. Goes up 4-1. And he gets 4 back points as well. Leading 7-1, 7-2. Makes the match 6-3. Fierro, all his points in the third period for that 7-2 victory.
What a big guy. Really the last minute and a half of that third period for him.
Yeah. Just goes to show you it's never too late. Okay, 152. Looks like we're going to have McKinney for Brookville, Weston McKinney. And Eli Morris for Johnsonburg. So Weston McKinney, a sophomore, 10-18 record. Eli Morris, also a sophomore, 0-2. So matchup of 2 sophomores. Right now, McKinney trying to establish advantage. Morris, it looked like he was diving into a pool almost, the way he came in from that distance. McKinney with the takedown had him and dumped him. Okay, he has Morris broken down. Now he can do a couple different things. Looks like he's going to work the tilt off a tight waist. Has a bar in now, chicken wing. Yeah, he doesn't want to jar that elbow, put that elbow in a position where They'll stop it for potentially dangerous. McKinney working his way around. Okay, now he needs to circle to the top. Okay, is he coming in on the half on the other side? Left arm, he has the bar.
Time running down here with about 10 seconds left in the first period with McKinney with a 3-0 lead here.
And there we finally get a tight waist off into the tilt. Okay, it's Johnsonburg's choice. Morris opts to go down, start the period. Yeah, McKinney not able to get any back points with that tilt off the tight waist as the period wound down. Okay, McKinney has him broken down again. Comes with a crossface, gonna attempt to cradle. Circling in, trying to get that cradle up. Trying to get those hands in position. Still not able to get it. McKinney or Morris stretched out just a bit much. Looks like he has it now. Okay, here we go. Definite some back points coming up. Oh, he's pinned there. Pin in 352. Turns out taking bottom might not have been Morris's best decision. Okay, for Johnsonburg, we're going to have Allegretto, it looks like. Oh, 160, no match. 160, no match. We're now at 172. This is Rocco Allegretto for Johnsonburg and
Brady Eberts, I believe, here for Brookville.
Okay, Brady Eberts, a sophomore with a 4.12 record. Rocco Allegretto, a junior with a 31-7 record. Allegretto ranks 7th in the state. Regional qualifier the past 2 seasons with the takedown. Allegretto, a pretty decent body of work this season.
Allegretto will have an early 3-1 lead here for the Rams.
Okay, Allegretto trying to set up another takedown. In on Ebert's legs with the double leg. Gets the takedown. Has a tight waist. Tilts. Getting some swipes. 3 back points. Wouldn't be surprised if he cuts him again. Okay, takedown. I think Allegretto is going to play a little bit of a catch and release. He senses that he has that advantage on top or on their feet. he can rack up a lot of points. 12-2 advantage. Going to work from the top here. Gets the tilt. Going to get swipes. Another 4 swipes here. Okay, that's 16-2. One more tilt and this match is over. See if he can get it before the period ends. Less than 10 seconds. Allegretto with that 16-2 advantage. Oh, gets the pin as time expired. That pin in 2 minutes. Johnsonburg back in it. It's 12-9. This is Stockman for Johnsonburg. Stockman for Johnsonburg, Zachary Phillips for Brookville. Phillips, sophomore, 13-17. Stockman is sophomore, 30-10. Stockman gets the first takedown of the match. Stockman made it to the semifinals of the D9 Wrestling League tournament. Finishes runner-up at that event. Stockman, referee, has 4 swipes there. 7-0. Oh. Try to throw a little too close to the edge. Phillips went to the floor. Stockman sort of apologizes for that. No, wanted to let him know it wasn't intentional. Stockman comes around to the front with the front headlock. Not able to stick it quite. Okay, now we have another tilt for Stockman. Okay, another 4 near fall points coming up.
Here with about 30 seconds left. Now it's an 11-0 advantage for Stockman here for Johnsonburg.
If he can get another 4-point tilt, that's what he'll be looking for. Still nothing. Hey, Stockman not able to get any more points in that period. Phillips defers. Stockman's going to opt to start from the down position. Okay, Stockman to his feet fairly quickly. Fighting for hand control. Phillips just can't get the mat return right now. Again, Stockman tried to throw on the edge. Gives him the 1-point escape. Okay, he'll be looking for a takedown to end this. Stockman, the hunter right now, in on a double leg. 3-point takedown, and that's going to be 257 tech fall.
That's going to put Johnsonburg out in front here, 14-12 over Brookville. And it looks like we'll have 2:15 coming up.
Okay, that's Nerona for Brookville. Okay, and this is Giovanni Guzman. Nerona, a junior, 3-7 record. Giovanni Guzman, a sophomore, 2-10 record. Guzman, or Nerona, looks to have a little bit of a size advantage. Guzman dove in on a double leg attempt. Okay, Nerona with the underhook in, he's going to try to roll Nerona, but Nerona, almost a modified fireman's coming. Guzman just muscles him over.
Here with 1:06 left in the first period.
Guzman right after, or Nerona right after Guzman's ankles. Nerona counters, Guzman's up, brings him down. 3-point takedown. Okay, now went right into a pinning combination off that takedown. And that is a pin in
122. And with that pin by Nerona, Brookville will go back on top, 18-14.
And Johnsonburg does not have a heavyweight. It looks like they're going to forfeit to Bobby Hack. Which makes it 24-14. Bobby Hack, a sophomore, he is now with that hand raised there, 14-14.
Back up to the 500 mark for Hack.
Okay, Brookville sending out McCausland. And Johnsonburg, Cole Kuntz. McCausland, a freshman, 8-19 record. Kuntz, a sophomore, 10-12. I watched McCausland Saturday. Kid was flying around. We should get a lot of action here.
Well, that's going to be the difference there between the weight classes. You know, a little more finesse here, quickness in the lightweight divisions. Then all of a sudden, you know, you get up to what we just saw there, just two guys trying to outmuscle each other.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I saw McCausland, and he was just flying. Oh, right in on a double leg, he clean double leg for the takedown. Kuntz back to his feet. See if McCausland can do that again. He was in on the low ankle. Kuntz working to counter it. McCausland's going to try to keep that leg. Potentially dangerous. McCausland looks like trying to set up a tap and go. And on a single now. Another takedown. Converts the single.
McCausland now with a 6-1 lead here in the first with about 17 seconds left. See if he can maybe rack up a couple more points here before the period ends.
Working a cross face in. Came across Kuntz's face right there pretty aggressively. Kuntz gets the choice, opts for bottom. McCausland's going to let him up, wants to start from neutral. He's been the aggressor, 2 takedowns. He's the only one that's really shot a takedown. Trying to come around on that double leg. Okay, he's got to watch it. He doesn't get bundled up here. Kuntz trying to get that cradle while McCausland's still on his feet. Okay, off the mat. McCausland's going to want to get small packaged, want to prevent getting small package from that position. Okay, McCausland in on a double again. Another takedown.
Looking to turn him over here.
That's McCausland's 3rd takedown of the match. Tight waist for the trying to get the tilt. Got 2 swipes. Added 2 near falls. Has that headlock, or half Nelson, excuse me. Kuntz to his feet. McCausland takes him right back to the mat. Okay, works that half in. Works the half in. He's got Kuntz in trouble right here. Kuntz, oh, there we got the pin.
About the 3:49 mark. With that pin, Brookville now taking a 30-14 lead, heading into the 114 class.
Brookville sends out Cody Householder. And that is Rose Bowser for Johnsonburg. Cody Householder ranked 10th in the state. He's a freshman, 32-4. Rose Bowser, a senior, 2-7. Householder, this kid's going to be a problem come the postseason.
Well, you know, you're sitting at 32-4 in your freshman season. You ought to be looking pretty well set up.
Yeah, definitely a bright future in front of this kid. Working for the cradle here. Wants to end it. Looks like he has her. That is a pin in 36 seconds. Brookville pulling away, 36-14. Okay, let's see who we got here. Okay, we have Isaac Castellan for Brookville. And is that Horner?
Yep, Charlie Horner for Johnsonburg.
Okay, Castellan, a state qualifier last year as a freshman. Takedown to the small package. Castellan ranked 30th in the state. A pin in 35 seconds. (42-14).
So how about that from Castellan? You know, Householder comes out, gets a pin in 36, and Castellan says, "I'll do you one better," gets it in 35.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, that is Parker McKillop for Brookville and Mario Casilio for Johnsonburg.
Both sophomores here on the mat for both squads.
Yeah, Casilio with an 8, or McKillop 18 and 13. Casilio 23 and 11. Sophomore, he was a regional qualifier last year. Pretty good freshman campaign for him.
Neither guy really getting an advantage here yet.
No, just looking for the opening right now. Oh! McKillop almost had his takedown there. Casilio wants to keep a hold of that leg. McKillop, single leg. Casilio has a bit of a whizzer in. Going to try to work off of that. McKillop not letting go of that leg. Like a dog with a bone right now. Okay, Casilio comes around for the takedown.
Gets the first points in the match here with about 15 seconds left, down to about 5 seconds now.
Going for the tilt. Time's going to run out before he can do anything with it.
Reminder at the conclusion of tonight's match, we will have the Clint Fuller Memorial Award winner chosen for the Raiders' most outstanding wrestler tonight.
McKillop deferred, Casilio took down. Okay, McKillop going to try to stretch him out. Casilio working to his feet. Fighting for hand control. Turns in, there's your escape. Again, Casilio has hand control. snatches at that leg, single leg to the takedown. McKillop goes right to his belly.
Cilio looking to end the scoring drought for the Rams here.
Yeah, he has a bar in, see if he can use it. Comes in with a tilt. You got to be careful. He does not want to lose control. Now he comes back, starts to settle it a little bit. Okay, there he resets. The referee can give him his near fall points.
Taking an 11-0 lead here.
Okay,
about 25 seconds left in the second.
See if he can get another tilt. He's within a tilt of ending this. Trying to bring him over. McKillop probably will take up, or take neutral, yep. Enter the final period. Cilio 11-0 lead. McKillop going to try to limit any damage now at this point if he can't get the win. Cilio in on that single, looking for the dump. Cilio needs to get his head free. McKillop again holding on to that leg. Cilio trying to come around. McKillop still has that leg. Referee still haven't awarded it. Potentially dangerous. McKillop had that leg. That was the only thing keeping Cilio coming around for the takedown. Okay, see if McKillop can work to get a takedown here. Inside trip. Can't pull it off. Changes to a single leg. McKillop defending so far. Cilio has him up. Takes him down. There's the 3 points. Okay, and he's getting back points. Gives him 3 back points. That is a tech fall. 17-0 tech fall in. .344. Or excuse me, 544.
That'll make it 42-19 Brookville now.
Lenny Ferraro out for Brookville against Ian Ginther.
You think Ferraro has any wrestling in his blood?
Oh, I'm sure. Son of, he got the initial takedown. Lenny, the son of Clarion University or Penn West coach Keith Ferraro, grandson of legendary Brookville coach Lenny Ferraro. Lenny has a 12-16 record as a freshman. Ginter, a senior, 0-7. Another takedown for Ferraro. An escape for Ginter. Lenny getting takedowns with ease almost. There's another 3. Trying to turn him. Now getting some exposure points, getting some swipes. Referees has 2 ready to give 2. Okay, Coach Klepper telling Ferraro to cut Ginter. Okay, Ginter working on trying to get that reversal before the period ends. And he gives it to him. I'm sort of surprised at that. Coach Klepper didn't like the call. There's a reversal to a Peterson for Ferraro. Ginter, it'd be interesting to see what choice he takes. Gonna go down. Ferraro gonna let him up. He wants to go on the hunt. Ginter right in on a takedown attempt here, single leg. Ended up pushing Ferraro out of bounds. Ferraro counters Ginter's takedown attempt. Gets one of his own. Lets Ginter back up. 16-6, a 10-point lead. Ferraro's been all over the lineup this year from 152 to 133.
Wow.
Started the season, he's leaned out as the season's going on. Ginter has that, going to try to do something with Ferraro's head, but another takedown for Ferraro, 19-6 lead. Ginter keeps reaching around, and that's not working out real well for him. He's letting himself too stretched out. Both guys like to roll a little bit. Okay, Ginter will be down again. Ferraro letting him up. He wants to go on his feet. See if he can get another 3 before the period ends. He's in on that ankle. I bet Ferraro chooses to start in his feet. Oh, gonna start bottom.
19-7 to start the third.
Genner working with the cradle, couldn't quite wrap it up. Ferraro to his feet. 20-7. Ferraro with the takedown. 23-7. That's a tech fall. High scoring match there. And that will be in 4 minutes, 20 seconds. (23-7). That gives Brookville the 47-19 win.
And you know what a match here tonight for Brookville coming out strong. You know, gave up a couple matches to Johnsonburg here early, and then you know I have here went on a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight that they put points on the board for Brookville. So, you know, nothing like turning the lineup over to the lightweights and having them go on a run for you.
Yeah. You know, the Johnsonburg Rams didn't look too bad up top, but then once that lineup turned over, it was all Brookville.
Yeah, absolutely. So, to round out the night, we have Cale Larson getting a pin for Brookville, and then Alex Fierro getting that decision late with about a minute and a half left, scored all of his points there for Johnsonburg. Then Weston McKinney for Brookville got a pin 3:52 into that matchup. Then Rocco Allegretto, 2 minutes into his matchup, got a pin right as the buzzer sounded. Then Xavier Stockman, 2:57 in, got a tech fall. And then Guzman did fall to Nerona for Brookville on the pin 1 minute and 22 seconds in. That gave Brookville the 18-14 lead, and from there on out it was all Brookville. Bobby Hack got the forfeit win to put Brookville up 24-14. And then Eli McCauskin turned the lineup over to the 107 weight class, got the pin in 3 minutes and 49 seconds for a 30-14 lead for Brookville. After that, Cody Householder took down Rose Bowser in 36 seconds to give Brookville a 36-14 lead. And then Isaac Castellan got a pin in 35 seconds the following match to give Brookville a 42-14 lead. Mario Casillo got a tech fall with about 5 minutes, 44 seconds into the match over Parker McKillop, getting Johnsonburg back on the board 42-19. And then Lenny Ferraro with the tech fall 4 minutes and 20 seconds in ended the night for Brookville 47-19. With that being said, you know, great matchup here. Ken, I appreciate you coming up to Brookville with me, being here. Always happy to get some of these Jefferson County folk on to the broadcast, as well as the Clarion County folk. We like to get everybody on here when we get a chance. Next week coming up, probably maybe looking at some more wrestling, probably some more basketball. I know we have the KSAC Championships coming up at Tip and Gym next week. Other than that, Ken, give us some final thoughts here.
Youth was served tonight. That's about all you can say. Youth was served. Brookville, it was a close match at one point, but then it pretty much a blowout by the end.
Alrighty, from Ken Staub, this is Brock Jordan. Thank you for watching Luton's Plumbing and Heating Wrestling here on exploreClarion.com, and I'm going to take a page out of the governor's book. That is Governor Dunkel. Let's be careful out there.